Role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. ETN up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Going for it, here's ETN. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
ETN once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left is ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here we go!
Connor will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Throwing his Hurts out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles. Maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
But first down, Hurts.
That's into the hands of Pascal.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hurts fumbles it,
and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Now ETN to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
Holding. Offense.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm... But they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Come on.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Gainwell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Hurts. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts. Here's a screen with Gainwell.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hurts.
Throws this one right side to Pascal. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give running right, ETN. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Crossing route, and he hit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also...
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To run with Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 2 touchdowns, 40 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and